Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another wonderful Wednesday with me, where we are going to go over the life cycle of a butterfly. This is going to help us with our development and use of models to describe changes that organisms or other animals go through their life cycle. And today, specifically, we are going to be looking at the butterfly. To start off, our lesson plan outline is we're going to talk about where butterflies come from, like what their transitional process will look like, why they're unique from other insects, what they do once they have wings, or all just like what the butterfly cycle looks like, because their cycle is one of the more unique ones as we learn at a young age. So just to give you guys a second to pause and think, where do you think butterflies come from? If you need to, you can pause the video right now just to think and ponder or say a question out loud. To begin with, if you answered with a caterpillar, you are correct. That is the very first stage of a caterpillar. As you can see, that's a caterpillar on a leaf. They're a little funny looking, but that's not the very beginning of our cycle. The very beginning is the egg. As you can see, those are very, very tiny eggs on a leaf. And it just kind of shows the absolute size they start from to where they end is enormous. They're very hard to find, and this is kind of the very beginning of our cycle. You're going to find these eggs, though, on leaves in nature. And to begin even further, when they hatch, they become a caterpillar. Guaranteed that caterpillar is a very looking weird one, and it's very fuzzy, different from like your typical caterpillar when you think of. But the second stage is the feeding stage. So after they have hatched, they are going to start eating food because they're trying to build up a store for that transition they make into a butterfly. And so they'll eat and eat and eat, and a good portion of the diet is leaves, obviously, but they eat so much that they can grow up to 100 times their size. During this stage, they're going to be called larvae. So when you're walking around, typically during the fall, like right now, as we're seeing, you're going to find caterpillars all over the place. Some are going to be very tiny, some are going to be very big, some are going to have some weird colors. But overall, they all come in their own unique shapes and sizes. They'll grow up to their own unique length. And once they've grown up to that unique length, they're going to be done growing. And they're going to stop eating and begin to form what is a cocoon. Kind of what the picture shows up there. This is, in essence, the big stage of their life. The pupa, which is what they are now called, will form this cocoon around themselves. And this is going to be called a chrysalis. These chrysalis can be under branches or hidden in leaves as a way of protection. And when you look at it, you look and you see, that doesn't seem like there's much going on the outside. But on the inside, something magnificent is going to happen. There's so much change to the body itself that it's completely different when they come out and hatch. So the final stage is the adult life. And this is kind of when it's the last final stage. And this is what we commonly know as a butterfly, is this beautiful, beautiful insect with these beautiful wings. And this stage is considered the shortest stage. Here, this is when they kind of start this cycle all over again. This is where they lay eggs to start the next generation of butterflies. And so in this beautiful process, the average butterfly will live up to a week or 2 weeks. However, there are some species of butterflies that they will hibernate when winter comes, and this can be a few months, but this allows them so they can be ready for the next offspring of butterflies and start that process all over again. So the chances that you see a butterfly it's in its adult life, and it only is going to last about 2 weeks, but man, are they beautiful, and they make Earth very beautiful. So as a recap, for all us little kids learning something new, we start at the egg. This is the very first stage. They hatch and they start to grow into caterpillars, which is our next stage. They keep eating and eating and eating until they are big enough to the size they need so they can form a chrysalis. This chrysalis can last for a few months, few weeks, until they are fully formed and ready. And this is called. And then the adult emerges, this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And they go and live a happy life after that. And this whole process is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. The life cycle of a butterfly. And overall, it's just a wonderful, wonderful process. So to end, overall, butterflies are a very unique species when it comes to a life cycle. Each butterfly species has its own colors, its own patterns, and no butterfly's wings are the same. They all are their own unique individuals, and collectively, they are a beautiful group. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys can learn more about butterflies in your future.